So.
This meeting is being recorded.
Okay, sweethearts, part number 2. Feel free to share, to boom out. Mark, you want to say something? I guess he's frozen.
Can you hear me? I think that my signal is still good. Is it okay?
Okay. This was Mark. Disappeared.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think my signal is great, so I'm just gonna have no camera on.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't think I have anything to share, but I would agree with what talked about earlier about loneliness. Like it can feel here was a lot of shame in that, a lot of shame in admitting that I felt lonely, I think, because it's so pushed away.
No, he was gone.
Yeah, the connection is bad, sweetheart. Okay, well, this is a 2. Having a bad connection is this too. Okay.
I can relate to Mark. I can really relate to what he said because it can feel very, very strong. Here, the same when I was very young, in the childhood, the character was kind of how you say
introvert,
and feeling very good about it. It was very natural, but then started to see that it's kind of a handicap as well because it didn't have this connection, less need for connection with the world, but then it became an handicap, and it started to feel like this is something is wrong, and the shame of there is, and then there is another more layers coming up of trying to push it, in a way, not to be too much, to do other actions, not to show, not to be this way, because then there is no kind of isolation from the world, so and then it can feel like a shame, like a blame, like something really strongly wrong.
Yeah, Mark is writing, but said, I felt ashamed to admit that I felt lonely. Yeah, because you think it's about you're doing something wrong. And yeah, it's so crazy.
And then there is like this energetic rejection, and trying to do all the things to cover it up, being extra, extra more than usual, connecting with people, doing a lot of things, just not like a secret. This is like the dirty secret that's gonna, staying there. And it's very innocent in a way, but it was just considered to be like something is not good for the system. I'm not going to survive if I'm going to be this way. I'm going to be like me being rejected by, there's no confirmation for this thing.
And I think very heavy is simply also the things we've been told from the parents, from the friends, comparing the whole time. Or maybe even your parents say, come on, look at him or her, like how she is doing. Won't you try to, this, of course, this is always pro-life. It's always a yes, in a way. They want the best for you, but in a way, it's exactly what you don't want to hear, because it's exactly as it is. It's beautiful to feel lonely, whatever this means. And this doesn't need to change because it is already, but this is simply like, okay, what? This is
even the word lonely. What does it mean? Who said that me wanting to be just with my, just with myself, doing things with, doesn't mean it. Even this word lonely, what does it mean exactly? You call it, like you give it already connotation of something.
Of course.
It cannot even describe that. It's just the need to be quiet, to be, going inside, not to have connection, not to have verbal connection also with other people, just being content with what's going on. But if it was learned by, society that this is wrong, then there is, of course, I want to be a part, of course, I want to be loved, it's connected with love, acceptance and love. And then there is a lot of action just to avoid that, just to, this need just to be with, with myself, not to have connection. And this is fine too. Not to have connection, it's great.
Absolutely. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah.
I had a question for anyone that wants to come up and say something. Is there loneliness outside of a thought? Loneliness being the longing to be with somebody, to feel loved or seen. Yeah. Is there loneliness outside of a thought in that sense? If it comes up for anyone.
No, there is no such thing as loneliness. It's just directly what is like a feeling, an idea, whatever. Here, the word loneliness means nothing. It's just a label.
And
It's
is there a memory of loneliness that comes up for Rosa sometimes, maybe?
Very seldom. Now I'm thinking, of course, about while we're speaking, and this is like, wow, crazy. Like, seeing this already like beautiful playing out. This idea, this belief that there is a loneliness. Yeah, yeah. It is coming up, and it's seen like perfection, whole and complete. Nothing wrong with this loneliness. Nothing wrong with trying to change it, to make it whole. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's what is.
Do you think that feelings are just like a group of thoughts, like a pattern, or or thoughts with physical sensations?
Kata?
Feelings different than thoughts? Yeah, I think feelings are, feelings in the body, emotions in the body, just and thoughts, I would say they are different in that sense. They don't seem, but they're also not separate. They can't be separated in that sense either. So that's what I would say. Yeah.
Feelings and thoughts. What is a thought, Maria? What is a thought?
Words.
It's just like this body has this senses, like being able to think, to have, like, we call it thought, but beyond all those ideas, beyond, it's just like everything is booming, but it's not relating to this year. This is a concert playing out, feelings, emotion, thoughts. It's beautifully playing out, complete perfection already. And there is simply, it's just simply free. It's just simply free. And yeah, there is no, in a way, going into what is a thought, what is a feeling, it's just what it is. There is no, it's just a label.
Is there a distinction between the two outside of a thought? Sorry for interrupting, Rosa.
No problem. Beautiful. Or like Emerson beautifully points out, what is in between? What is in between thought, no thought, feeling, no feeling? And this in between, what is this? I don't know. Of course not. So we can play in jungle, jonglieren with all those ideas, labels, thoughts beautifully, endlessly. It's not going to change anything. It's what it is. Nothing wrong with labeling this bad, good, beautiful. That's it.
And also trying to hide this feeling of loneliness. It's already this. There's no somebody in it. It's naturally happening, same way. So the shame is kind of like, you know, this intimate relationship. It's me and I have my feelings, you know, there is kind of intimacy. And the intimacy, in this intimacy, there's no you. Also, this intimacy that you think there is me and this shame and this secret, there's no you inside. It's totally naturally happening. And it feels very real because it's like me and something, you know, me hiding something, me doing something. And this is why it's very free, because it's already doing it. It's like a mechanism, it's already doing it by itself. So when this is arise, it is seen like me hiding this feeling, this thing I don't want them to see. There is no me in that. This thing that says I'm hiding something, I want to get rid of it. There's no, even that, there's no me inside.
And even
Yes.
this that there is no me inside. It's just another idea. What
Yes.
is this? What is this without any thought, without any idea? What is this?
And they're coming and going, coming and going. And sometimes they stay for a long time as well. But it's always
Exactly.
fresh.
So what? Booming aliveness. Yeah. Maria,
But
sorry,
it's fine.
I interrupted you, sweetheart.
Yes, it's like I was going to say that there's no one becoming wiser or being able to process their feeling better.
No, no, this is not about wisdom. Yeah. And an apparent processing of emotions, like confronting this over and over again, can, of course, relax the system. Of course it can. Meditating, jogging, doing sports, whatsoever, substances. Of course, this can simply, like after a couple of beers, maybe you feel more chilled. But yeah, it's just what it is.
And behind all of this, no, loneliness, shame, unworthiness, we built stories, beautiful Shakespearean dramas, traumas, but it's always in the midst of these stories something not, I don't know, ridiculous, but not serious. And that's the key. In order not take seriously, because it's not the case. It's not serious. Maybe terrifying, no? You know, the King Lear and the three daughters. Wow,
Yeah.
that the soul is very dark and heavy, but in the same time, it's not serious. That happens, and woof, another thing, and another thing. And the drama is not important. It's making a showing. Woof.
Beautiful, Tony. Do you have a picture for us, sweetheart? I cannot see you.
Oh, I don't
I
know
love to
how.
see your beautiful face.
Well, I try.
Okay. Yeah, I loved what you said. Yeah. Yeah. This is a beautiful dance. Everything is allowed. Kata?
No, I'm just sitting here staring at the faces. Yeah.
Yeah, in a way, about the seriousness. How is it, Maria, with you and now with being serious about, is this feeling of loneliness, or no matter what feels heavy and sad, bad, is this as serious as it was before?
No, no. But I suppose I want it to be even less serious yet.
Yeah, because it's quite heavy, like going through life with this baggage.
Yes, I think like I'm seeing it as my last problem to being happy.
What, come again, sweetheart, again?
It's like the last thing I need to solve to be truly happy. Like I'm having those thoughts, I suppose.
Which one? What is the last thing?
To solve that feeling of loneliness.
Really?
That
Yeah? Oh, beautiful, sweetheart.
Yes, because I have always been like very into self-developing and things like that. And now that I'm not doing anything, I guess I'm still holding on to that feeling, to think that I have still something to do, that I don't know how to say it, but it's something like that. It's like the feeling or the thought that there's something that I still need to do to solve or to improve.
Beautiful, beautiful. Are you doing something for this or not really?
No.
Yeah, beautiful. What's wrong with when the sense of loneliness pops up? I mean, what's wrong with this? It's what it is. It's quite simple. It's just what is. Calling this loneliness or in loveness or whatever, it's just a feeling. It's just life alone.
Mhm.
It's not caring about us, about Maria Rosa. No. Mm-mm.
And then if it needs to be expressed fully, explore it, go all the way. Go all the
But
way, if
it's not
you feel
happening there. It's not happening there. She's not exploring this.
if it's like if you're trying to avoid it, there is this curiosity, okay, let's not run, let's stay and see what's going on, what I'm so afraid of. Let's stay there, in this feeling of like I'm trying to not to have it. So what is in your basket? What there is there? And just checking, say, oh, that was, that's it. So it becomes very, very full, just avoiding it. It's gone very like a big balloon of like a monster. And then you're staying with that, and then you say, okay, let's see what it is, and then you don't find it in a way. It's kind of like the fear from the fear, it becomes like a big balloon of images and trying to escape and doing a lot of actions, and then say, what, okay, let's see what I'm running away from this fear, like let's just stay there, and where is the monster?
But that seeing it that they are just thoughts, or getting lost in thoughts and see where they take me, because I think I'm not allowing thoughts because I'm thinking, okay, this is just a story and things like that, and not really. I don't know if I should like follow the story until the end and see what it wants to tell me something, or
Yeah.
just seeing it as a story.
Yeah. Maybe I'm gonna discover the truth. Maybe they're gonna show me something that knows, the real thing.
Yeah.
You imagine that you have like 100 people talking to you with different opinions, Are you gonna go with every story, everything? You don't care about them, right? About each one. Like when you hear 100, like 5 people talking, you're gonna hear it, but in a way you don't really care, only if it's gonna you find something that maybe you related. So 5 stories, 10 stories, are you gonna find something there in 5 different characters, 10 characters? Are you gonna find something there special? Each character will tell you a story. Do you care about it? No, we don't. You don't
Oh,
fucking care
sweetheart,
about
of
any
course, of
story.
course, of course we do. Of course we do. I would definitely. It's so enjoyable. It's so entertaining.
Yeah, it's
All
enjoyable,
those
but you
stories,
don't
I
want to
love it.
go to find something there,
I love
right?
it. I love to share with friends, and I'm always like, when there is something going on, I share, and I get, of course, the feedback, and I
Yeah.
love it. I love it.
Sharing is
I
great.
love it.
Sharing is great. Stories are great, but you're not gonna go to find something new over there, right? You're not gonna find a meaning, right?
But it's playing automatically, like what ideas are popping up, and for me here, it was like when there were triggers, like heavy emotions, thoughts whatsoever. I already saw that the thought is not a problem. The thought
Yeah.
is not a problem. And then what in this directness is just what is. And when this feels heavy, let's call it loneliness, it's just a heavy energy. And then even the word loneliness dropped. What does this mean, loneliness? Or fear, panic attack, full on fear, booming energy. I can also call it a roller coaster ride. Just replacing fear, panic attack with a roller coaster ride, excitement. Boom. So seeing like the meaninglessness of all those labels. Of course, there is simply no more attachment or interest in the labels. It's just in this directness, it's just simply okay. I don't feel that good. I don't even have to think about it. Why? Because this happened now? No, it's no. It's just a feeling. Boom. I don't need the story because I had a chat with my friend, or my friend just called me. I don't know what. Now I feel shitty. It's not needed. Just feeling shitty. Simple.
So just to say that the stories are just stories, even your stories that you think that are more interesting because you can get somewhere with them, are just stories. There's no you. There's no owner of the you in the story because it's happening. You know that was happening directly. Doesn't mean that the story after is owned by somebody. That there is going to be, you will find yourself a meaning in these thoughts, because when there is going with thoughts as a you know, it's your, you need to resolve or you need to find something there. There is this thoughts talking to, you know, kind of thoughts talking to thoughts, you know, they there is a fight over there and the body is reacting like it's alive, like it's happening. There is a kind of a struggle. But when thoughts are seen just like a system, you know, it's like alive. It's a live system. They're, they're not owned by anybody. They're just there, you know. And it can be idea fighting with ideas, and it's very like. But then it's like you will see people fighting. Are you gonna go to any, be involved in every fight of every two people? No, you can just like see. Okay, this, you know, there is a fight and that's it. Thoughts are the same. Struggle, you know, there is thoughts going to have struggle with each other. So
Maria, is there something which you're still trying to understand concerning this emotion, feelings, thoughts? Do you have the sense that there is something?
Like, I want to know why.
You want to? There is no why. That's the joke. This is the freedom. There is no why. That's the freedom. You see? It's just innocently, boom, just this, like childlike, very childlike, innocent. Yeah, I love that, sweetheart. Beautiful. Here, Marky Boys goes in the chat with, here, there is a fear of becoming a lazy couch potato when me goes. Marky Boy, come on. Are you kidding? There is no me that can go. There is also no me.
and I can say just try to be potato couch. Go all the way with it and see if you just try. I tried it. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. You know, in a way, you just try to sit and do, okay, I'm gonna be potato couch, and then very naturally, oh, I need to do this, I need to do that. So doesn't work.
It's so beautiful how we simply try to understand life. We are giving the best to understand life in order to make it more easygoing, because life is in a way scaring me. I have to control it. The better I understand it, the better I can play the game of life, me and my life. That's always about this. And when this need to understand life is simply not there, boom, that's it. No why. And when there is a why popping up, it's just a why, an empty why. Yeah, beautiful. I don't understand anything here. I have no fucking clue.
There was a great fear of being a couch potato, a very great fear. And then at some point, I just gave up completely. Eating all the shit, not caring, smoking, whenever I felt like drinking, maybe not getting out of the house. And that was impossible. I couldn't just stay in the house. It happened for a bit, but a long period like that. And there was such a fear of just not trying to keep it in order, the habits, because then I'm gonna be a fat loser that nobody's gonna love, and that's not gonna achieve anything in life, and it's basically gonna die suffering and in pain and with blisters on its face and so all sorts of images and ideas.
Beautiful.
And the body just didn't do that. The body just got sick of that.
Beautiful, Kata. Thanks for sharing.
Mm.
Here were also a lot of stories running. Completely believing in them. Totally. Me and my life. Oh my gosh, this is such a burden. This is so heavy. Well, but this is it too. So I can only see the perfection in this booming aliveness. And here is no one really who can give an advice or help someone or say something, because this is it already. I guess that's the beauty, the brutality. And at the same time, I really can say that's the joy. Like Tony is saying, a celebration. Life is celebrating itself. And I wouldn't change this with an animal or a tree, like being able to abstract, to think, to share, to connect. This is so beautiful. To feel shitty, to cry, to suffer, to whatever. This is so amazing. Whatever this is. Yeah. In a way, it's not different than the nature booming here. It's the same.
Yeah, I love it. Celebration of life. It's really expressing everything there. And life and death are in the same, are the same. It's always it's living and dying all the time. And this is the brutal love, the beauty. It's coming up and disappearing. And this is the lost and the empty and the fullness.
It's like reading what is life? What is death? I don't know what death is.
Yeah.
I don't know. I also don't know what life is. And this is like really, like Kata mentioned, like going beyond the thoughts, the ideas. And not even this. And not even this. Because this going beyond thoughts and ideas is already another idea.
Yeah.
Unescapable. So what are we talking about?
And still talking happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. This joy to express the ideas, opening them. Yeah.
And so I guess, Maria, the next time when loneliness booms out there, I guess Maria is simply going to be very bored with this and say, oh, come on. Oh, come on. Are you fooling me here?
Give me more of that.
I'm
Tasty.
kind of looking forward to being lonely again, just to know how it feels.
I'm
Beautiful.
gonna open the door for loneliness. Come in. It's like Rosa wants to have anxiety attacks, right, Rosa?
Yeah, exactly. Come on. I was in a way, hey, this is a good thing here. Maybe like before finishing here this beautiful chat. I really had severe panic attacks, very intensive. And this was, we can say in the story, in this opening process. So the system here opened a lot, very, very, very fast. So a lot of things are popping up, and I in a way played with this panic attacks. It wasn't nice. It was quite shitty, and I could only see the emptiness in this. But they were, of course, popping up over and over again, so no control. And then, in a way, when this was sensed, I simply like turned it and say, come on. Before it in a way came, I was like, already, come on. Because this is in a way the fear, the underlying fear of the panic attack. And then this was in a way seen like a play, like just energy, movement. It's popping up. You have no clue what this is in a way. And then paradoxically, it's not coming then. So this can be also an avoiding strategy if you like, but exactly as I said, the avoiding strategy is this already. Yeah. The resistance to what is this already. Just a word. The feeling to be separate from life is this already, because this is already not separate.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Sweethearts, what to say, but I love you. And yeah, thank you for the beautiful time here with you. And let's see if we are going to perform again next Saturday, 11. I would love to. And what came up here is also like a beautiful idea of talking about guilt, shame, blame. It's a very strong one. It's a very beautiful idea, a very strong one. And maybe to point out the beauty of it next time. If you want, just feel free.
Lovely.
And yeah, cool.
Mm.
Okay, sweethearts. I thank you very much. Mwah. And
See you.
yeah, wish you a beautiful day.
All of you. Yeah.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye-bye.
Bye.